Welcome back, everybody. This is now on TTT. You can also join us on Talk City 91.1 FM. If you're on the roads, you can also check out our Facebook live stream, TTT Live Online, or go onto our website, ttt.live. Now we want to talk about Wellness Week. I have with me Chief Nutritionist, Nutrition and Metabolism Unit of the Ministry of Health, Ms. Michelle Ash. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me here.
The Ministry of Health Caribbean Wellness Day is taking place on September 8th.
Yes, well, it happened weekend gone.
Yeah.
So we collaborated. We had our wellness celebrations this year in collaboration with the University of West Indies, St. Augustine. And we had UWI Fest, and that took place on the Friday to the Saturday. We had, it was like a health exposition. All of the neighboring communities, they were invited, and we also had our booth for nutrition and metabolism. In the evening times, they had like Zumba, physical activity, a lot of different things as well. Now we have Wellness Week.
Yeah, and Wellness Week runs from?
It's from the beginning of Caribbean Wellness Day, that started on the Saturday, until the 14th.
The 14th.
Yes.
What is the importance of this?
We use Caribbean Wellness Day and Wellness Week to observe our plague in the Caribbean about chronic diseases. We have a lot of chronic diseases, diabetes, we have a lot of hypertension in our population. In addition, we see a lot of cancers on the rise as well. Our number one killer for chronic diseases is still heart disease, right? So we are trying to emphasize the programs and the health promotion efforts as well as the policies surrounding trying to combat these particular chronic diseases.
But it all goes back to eating right.
Yes, it's very much lifestyle, very much lifestyle.
But how do you define eating right? Because what I may think is good, somebody else may think is bad. And then in science, things are always changing. You know, 1 minute something is good, next minute is bad. How do you figure out what is right and wrong? And how do you, have that level of consistency?
Okay, so healthy eating, we emphasize here in the Caribbean, the 6 food groups. We have everything from the starches food group, what we call the staples food group, that has a lot of ground provisions and so on. That's the good, what they call the good carbohydrates and so on. We have the fruits and vegetables food groups, and then we have the legumes and nuts, fats and oils, food from animals and so on. But what we define as, that is what we define as healthy eating in the correct proportions from each of those 6 food groups. And how do we distinguish from science, from fad, from you see something on Facebook and you want to believe it.
And that is something that I wanted to get to, because you could go online and you could do a search of something, and then somebody is saying, oh, this is healthy, and then people don't know the difference and they go and they try it and then bam.
Right. So how we establish scientific fact. We do a number of studies over a period of time, and we do something what they call a meta-analysis study, which is a conglomeration of a whole set of studies within a period and in different populations to establish nutritional fact from fiction, you could sort of say. So if you see like one study has been done on a particular area, we may still have to do various studies within that area to prove that is actually fact and have the same sort of results or similar result, I would say, in different populations for, say, like coconut oil or a vitamin or whatever it is. That's how you basically distinguish.
So what would you consider to be a proper breakfast? What should that consist of?
Okay, proper breakfast, you could actually eat anything for breakfast. It's not traditional breakfast
doubles?
You can do a twist on doubles. You can just have the chana, a small cup of chana. That's actually quite healthy with some grated cucumber on it. That's a perfect breakfast.
Really?
Right there. Yeah, it's a cup of chana. You can do anything. You can make ground provisions in the morning. And
isn't that a bit heavy?
It's a bit heavy, but it's the portions.
Okay.
2 ounces of cooked ground provisions is actually 1 standard serving. So nothing is wrong with a little ground provisions. You can cook up some eggs at the side, right? And you have maybe a small cup of yogurt or a small cup of milk, and you have a balanced breakfast right there with some veggies.
Dinner is also something that people are always concerned about. What should I have for dinner?
Yes. Dinner, same rules apply. Well, our standard, we have what we call a balanced plate method, where we say we will always put out half our plate in vegetables. We're talking about a 9-inch diameter plate. And then the next quarter will be for some type of starch, hopefully some type of ground provision or starchy root or tuber, like maybe breadfruit, dasheen, yam, whatever. And then the next quarter would be your protein, which will be mainly your legumes and nuts group, as well as your food from animal group. Or if you're vegetarian, you would just have maybe peas or beans.
And don't do like me and eat on the bed and then fall asleep right after.
Yes, we normally advise you would need some time for digestion. It takes about 3 to 4 hours for digestion to take place, so just know that, and you would just, you know, maybe have a 6-hour period after you've eaten your last meal for the day.
Yeah. What can we expect until the 14th from the Ministry of Health?
We actually involved in many workplace wellness programs. The theme is actually healthy communities, preserving the workforce. So we're involved in a lot of different workplace wellness activities. Today alone, I am on the beat. I have 3 different workplace wellness programs to reach today, one including another ministry as well. So we're very actively involved this week as well. So it's a very, very busy week for me.
It sounds exciting as well.
Yeah, it is.
And
it is.
For the viewing public, people who are interested in starting or maintaining good eating habits, what advice would you have for them?
Start small. A simple thing you can do, just eliminate highly sugar-sweetened beverages, switch to eating real fruit, and just have small portions of juice with your meals. Just small portions.
All right, I'd like to thank you very much, Ms. Chief Nutritionist at the Ministry of Health, Ms. Michelle Ash, for coming in and talking with us about Caribbean Wellness Week and some of the advice that you've given to members of the public when it comes to eating healthy. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
This is now on TTT.